had a starter head at a stoplight, stopped so far up he couldn't see the light. Then the light turns green, he sits there, and I'm like honking at him, like, go!
Yeah, perfect. Go already.
It's like, let's go already.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, had my all my doctor's appointments. I'm still alive officially.
Oh, darn.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping they would declare you deceased and we could get tax breaks.
You have to pay tax. So
well, I would. You don't have to. You're dead.
Right. Oh, well, then I don't care. Mm-hmm. Well, shall we start this off?
Yeah, you probably should.
Welcome again to another episode of Drake and the Maestro. Almost relevant.
Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Mm-hmm. Because as soon as you know something like that, it pushes out something important, and before you know it, you're painting little figurines from Lord of the Rings.
That's right. No, went to the doctors, and there was no Dora the Explorer playing in the waiting room this time.
I'm sure you felt so left out.
I was like, oh.
How am I supposed to learn my Spanish now?
It was some other show about, was it Petunia Pig or something like that?
Peppa Pig?
Yeah, that was it. Peppa Pig, yeah. with the weird drawn cartoon with the Yeah. And there were one. Yeah.
Patience. How long will that take?
Right. And everything's in 2 dimensions. It's kind of weird.
But it's not. It's in 2 dimensions, but it's not.
Right. Exactly. It's 2 dimensions, 8-bit. Sometime I don't know. It's weird. It was kind of Jones and Fedora the Explorer at that point.
Yeah, at least she's got 3 dimensions. It's or at least pseudo 3 dimensions.
Right. There's a 3-dimensional rendering to it.
Yeah.
And Peppa Pig, everybody was getting sick. They were all getting COVID or something. I don't know what was going on. And they're all like in the schoolhouse.
Peppa Pig's on the air anymore.
Well,
it's on the air, but I don't think it's in production.
It's playing in hospital waiting rooms near you, apparently.
Well, yeah, but you gotta have something to entertain the kids, or they'll go crazy. They'll start asking you questions, and then the next thing you know,
setting things on fire. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're poking the doctor in the eye while he's trying to, give you a test or something. It's.
I did find
fancy dogs living together.
The schoolhouse that they were in. It's the stereotypical one-room schoolhouse on a hill. But the hill is like a straight vertical to get up there. Like all the parents come in to pick up their sick kids, and they're you better have good brakes because doggone it, that's a steep hill. I think in a wider shot there would just be a sea of junk cars at the bottom.
At the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, and a sign that says "Should have bought a squirrel."
Those kids just don't get picked up that day.
Yeah. Well, so the doctor gives them all some bad tasting medicine to help with their cough, and then the kids laugh at the one kid who got the cough and had to take the medicine, and then he's laughing at them because then they got the cough and they had to take the medicine, and then they all laugh at the teacher because eventually she gets the cough and has to take the medicine. And I don't know what the overlying overlying moral of it. I don't know what they were trying to teach exactly. Yeah. Underlying, overlying. Look at him in that hat.
That's right. Look, is that a crazy sailor?
Yeah, that's right. It was weird. I didn't get to finish it though because we got called to go back and
Oh.
They had to put me on the fish scale and weigh me up like a big marlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did they at least get the hook set right this time?
I worked it out.
No, they're supposed to work it in, not out. If they work it out, then you
fall
off the
that's the problem. No, that's the problem. And I gained 6 pounds between the 2 doctor visits.
Oh, you were a good-sized ass.
Cardiologist last week and this week, and I'm like, yeah,
I can feel it.
That. I can. It was terrible. I got to work on that.
Horrible, even.
Well, and then he wanted to put me on some fancy cholesterol injection medication that costs $1 million a month.
Yeah, that's what doctors do. You're sick. Here, take this.
Right. Not doing that. I'm just going to up my vitamin C dose.
Yeah, that'll work for you.
Yeah.
That'll work out just fine.
Well, cholesterol and vitamin C make collagen. Collagen's a fundamental building block of all your cells. So there you go.
Don't talk about your fundamentals with me. I don't want to hear about that.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to see fundamentals out there. And not clown fundamentals either.
It was kind of sporty. It was a nice day out, and it was pleasant weather.
There's a problem.
And we went to, I did some wheeling with the adventure van, much to the dismay of my wife, who, it was a little too sketchy for her. But we
Well,
drove
you
the
know.
trails out to where there's a radio repeater out in the middle of the swampy island thing there by the river.
Where do you expect them to put it?
Well, that's where it needs to be, because from the top of the sandstone bluff, radio signals would just skip off and not go, line of sight.
Right.
So there's no.
That's why
So
I
I've
said,
gone-
where did you expect them to put it?
No, that's exactly where I expect them to put it. It's just
Oh,
she didn't enjoy wheeling down there to the radio tower and then turning around. That's all.
gotcha.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Wasn't that how that works?
Uh-huh.
You enjoy it. She fears for her life.
Yeah,
The
that's
circle.
pretty.
The circle of life
Yeah.
is complete.
Yeah, that's standard fare. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then we had just
And then?
next block north of town. People come blasting through town like, I don't know, like it's some kind of adventure track or something. I don't know. We
Yeah,
got,
like it's
as you know, we've got dirt bikes. So we had a whole. There was a dirt bike rally.
it's
here
a real
the other day.
It's a real litany of vehicles going through there.
It is.
Even
And what I find perplexing is people are bringing in their vehicles or their off-road vehicles on trailers just to run them around town. Like, what? Why is our town this special?
because there's
Yeah.
no policing. That's why.
It's got. They're gonna. I think they're gonna rile up enough people that it will become self-policed. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of nails on roadways and such.
Yeah, I think it might even get more extreme than that.
Well, that's why I said and such. I was trying to
And such.
leave it to the
Right.
listeners and
Right.
that
I admit
thing,
nothing.
the headache with pictures.
Right. I admit nothing. But I mean, we got a really picturesque lookout point, and it seems to attract all manner of people.
Stupid.
They want to come and look at it, which is great. They want to circle track and race around it. They want to,
Not so great.
But when you got folks with trailers unloading their off-road vehicles just so they can rip up the town, that's a bit much. No, what are you, some kind of? Yeah, I guess I am. Although during the day, I don't care. But it starts getting dark. It's time to.
Is this going somewhere, or do you just want to old man ramble and complain for a little bit?
Oh, I could yell at a cloud and we could be done with it. No, anyway, people running around. See, we had a thing here. I was just telling you, just one block north of us, we have because it's a horseshoe shaped street, right? And we're on the one end of the horseshoe. Yeah. And then on the other end there's a whole nother civilization on the other end, a block away. But they were, and no one pays attention to the traffic control devices for stop signs and
What? Well, they haven't for
whatnot.
years. Why would they start now?
Right. So we had one the other day where it was just one truck going a million miles an hour, piles into the other truck. They tried to occupy the same space at the same time.
Yeah, that never usually works out for the most part.
No, it's not usually a good thing. the one chowderhead got thrown out of the truck. I mean, how this is a narrow residential street. This isn't like
No,
Western.
it's barely wide. It's barely wide enough for my car,
right.
to turn onto that road. They're narrow roads. They're a lane, not a lane and a half. They're all lane. If two cars come at each other, they both have to go off into the grass to pass.
Correct. That's right. It's not even like your traditional suburban roads. Residential roads.
No, those are 2 lanes.
Right. These and sometimes 3 because they got parking, on the road.
Well, or they got the suicide lane up the middle or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. These are you could tell these were originally cobblestone for the wagons, and I think the wagons would have to take care of passing. So how fast do you have to be going to be when you get into a collision on said roads to be thrown out of your vehicle? We're talking like a pickup truck. How fast? It's not. You're not going
fast.
25. You're not going 25.
No, 40, 50 miles an hour is probably fast enough to with combined speed and the sudden stop and not wearing a seatbelt, it's probably enough to throw you out.
Yeah. I'm figuring about 50, 55.
Which is way too fast for that road. I feel uncomfortable on that road at 20. 20 is too fast.
Yeah. Besides, you got kids
Especially
that are
with the
darting
big bird
out.
on the one. Yeah, you got the kids, you got the dogs, you got the locals. They're all
right. So I guess they landed the Lifeflight in the field next to it, in the across from the cemeteries right there. So it's one-stop shopping.
Oh yeah, if Lifeflight didn't work, it was right there. They just push them out the other side of the helicopter and take back off again.
They even had a space excavated for a funeral that was coming. So
just
throw it
them in there.
Yes,
they just bury him underneath the other guy. It'll be fine.
Right. And I'm listening to for first responders who, they're volunteers, so good for them. But doggone it, I hear the one. I don't know if he's from the fire department. I don't know what department or where. He's talking to the dispatcher, and the dispatcher's like, "Okay, Lifeflight's on, channel 4." And you hear the guy, "Kim, what channel's the Lifeflight on? I can't reach him. He's on channel 4."
You just want a few minutes later, radio into him like, "He's on channel 4." You.
A few minutes later, okay, Lifeflight's 2 minutes inbound. He's on channel 4. And I hear, "Copy that." And then, what channel's the Lifeflight on? It's channel 4.
You on.
So that's why, and that's proof of two things. First of all, the copy that doesn't work. You're sounding cool, but you don't know what's been copied. Copy that. Obviously, didn't copy. Right, exactly. You should say copy 2 minutes. ETA 2 minutes, channel 4. Right,
right.
Or Roger that. And then whatever. And then you kind of hear the right, and the guy keys up again. What channel is it? I can't get on the Lifeflight. What channel is it on? I wanted to open the window because it's only a block away. Open the window and go, channel 4.
Get on your bullhorn. It's channel 4, you idiot. Stupid.
And then I hear the Lifeflight because I got the Super Wamidine, triple trunk digital decoding scanner, right?
Yeah.
And here, Lifeflight can't reach whatever whoever the guy is. Should we just divert to the hospital? Talking, and then dispatch comes on on the other frequency. Please talk to Lifeflight on channel 4. Copy
Please?
that.
Somebody, anybody, hello?
Because the pilot's like, "We're here, but we can't reach anybody. We're talking on channel
hovering.
4." Right there, yeah, they're right
there.
They're
hovering, waiting for landing instructions.
Right. Then they gotta have someone spotting for wires, all kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And overhead obstructions, all kind of, it's the middle of the night.
Well, that's what I meant by landing instructions, is like where to land, what overhead obstacles are in the way.
Yeah. See if anybody else is barreling down the road at 50 miles an hour, which is,
right,
probably
add themselves to the pile up. No,
right.
A gibbon is that long-armed monkey that likes to play pranks.
Oh, yeah. I used to love watching the Givens on Sesame Street.
Yeah. Yeah. They swing around, they brachiate, and they pull on tiger tails and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess they got it worked out. But more than one time I heard the pilot like, should we just go to the hospital and wait?
The helicopter has a loudspeaker in it. They should have just had listen, just call out your channel on the loudspeaker. Apparently they're too stupid.
I couldn't believe it. I'm listening on the scanner and go, if I ever need Lifeflight or anything out here, I'm going to die. Because they just don't seem to be able to coordinate.
Well,
it's one more reason to...
You've heard of the best of the best. You guys have the best of the rest.
Yeah, we the other guys. Yeah, we got the other guys.
No, the other guys are better than that.
Well, they were better than that accidentally.
Right, but those guys aren't even better than that accidentally. They're just not great.
Yeah, it's wow.
It's a me, Mario. Sorry.
I just couldn't. I had to turn off the scanner. I can't. You just can't.
Turn around.
I can't do it. It's too much or too little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard to get the amount right.
It is. Well.
Channel 4. I could do this all day.
I should have just got on my little electric scooter and just rolled over there. By the way, channel 4, okay?
Yeah, Lifeflight's on channel 4. Oh, thank you.
Hand him the scanner. Here, this is for you. Try channel 4.
This is for you. I think you guys want to take this call.
I could call Central Dispatch. I do have their number. Just get them on the line and wheel over there. The one EMS guy, go here. This is for you. Nah. Okay, fine. I guess I amused myself.
No, I just struck by the sheer stupidity.
I don't know if it's stupidity or or it's just you're in the moment, right? You got one guy that's been thrown out of the truck, and the other one, is clinging to life and needs the Lifeflight, and you got all that going on, and you're not repeating back. All you're doing is saying copy that instead of repeating back the information. See, when you repeat back the information, it reinforces it.
Right. That's why you're supposed to do it. That's why the military does it, so that you say, Roger, Channel 4. That way you have spoken it. It's like telling someone else, hey, remind me of that thing later. But usually by the time that thing later comes up, you've already remembered because you told someone else to remind you.
Yeah, like that.
So at least that's what happens to me. I don't know what happens to you, but that's what happens to me.
Well, if I don't forget, because you know me. So that was our bit of excitement. That was kind of Channel 4. Maybe I get a t-shirt made and wear it to the next fireman's board meeting. Just says Channel 4 on it.
Someone to put a banner out front for them.
Yeah, Channel 4, and a picture of the
morons.
And a picture of the Lifeflight helicopter. And then one of the firemen's bound to ask, right? It's like, what's that about? It's like, well, let me tell you,
idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh, that's something. I mean, Channel 4.
Channel 4. If I was a fireman, that would I would ride that like a Vicuna, like it had a Vicuna saddle. That dude would not escape Channel 4.
That'd be his new nickname.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be his new call sign. Hey, Channel 4.
Hey, Channel 4. Come here.
Police up that hose over there, will you?
And while you're at it, clean up that fire hose.
Right. Oh, that would be
Channel 4. That's his Dennis.
And then, and of course, my wife is chiming in, and she's saying, "Don't forget." In the end, they decided to just land the helicopter at the hospital, and they would truck the guy over. They never landed it.
Lifeflight came all the way out there, didn't land.
That's right, because they couldn't talk on Channel 4. That's right. She's right. They aborted it.
Yeah, because the helicopter's only got so much time it can loiter before it has to go, because it's going to run out of fuel.
Well, right.
Well,
well, wherever he's coming from, he has to have the rescue, go to the hospital, but then they're only going to go to the hospital for so long. The hospital here is only a triage, right? So they're going to triage the person and then send them to a big city.
Stabilize. Yeah, they'll stabilize them.
Anyway, they've got to have enough fuel to make the pickup, go to the the local hospital for triage, and then fly them to the trauma center. So if they're just loitering in the air, burning fuel, they're gonna hit bingo fuel, and they're gonna have to go land.
Yeah, they have to land.
And the people on the ground are gonna have to figure it out. So not that I have a lot of compassion for the guy, all messed up in the truck waiting for Lifeflight, but on the other hand, because of his stupidity, I mean, you don't drive through town at 1,000,000 miles an hour, for crying out loud. You don't even do it on the state routes. You know how we would see people do that. You're driving along the 2-lane state route, and you're going 60 in the 55, and then it's in town it drops to 30, right?
Yeah, people just right by you.
Right. No, you don't do that. You don't go through the little town at 60 miles an hour. You just don't, because it could be an old man on a golf cart, kid chasing a ball, a dog. You just don't know. Right. So they went and they landed at the hospital and waited for the people on the ground to sort it out. Channel 4.
It's Channel 4. Maybe they should have said it in Spanish. Cuatro.
What number is it? 4. Copy that. You didn't copy nothing.
You didn't copy. Well, I can't curse on this podcast, but you know what I'm going to say, listeners.
Yes, that's right. Fill in your own expletive.
Yeah, in whatever language that is for you.
And on the other side of that, I was watching Las Vegas PD, and they were looking to extricate a subject in one of the multi-story apartment buildings where each door that's like a fancy motel, where each door opens.
Each door opens to the outside, and they all have walkways and stuff, and staircases all over the place.
Exactly right. That's right.
I hate those things.
Looks like a nicer, newer one, but still one of those things that's where you go when you got no other options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are all over by where we live, the major city south of me.
Yeah.
And I hated delivering to those when I worked for Amazon. It was just awful.
So they're trying to extricate.
Because if you put the package down in front of their door, there's a greater than 50% chance it will not be there when the person comes home.
Oh, you know it, especially these days.
Yeah. And I was doing that pre-COVID.
That was when they had you taking. They started having you take pictures of it, right? It was taking pictures of it.
Took pictures. Yeah, you took pictures because the person would be like, "I just leave it at my door," and you take a picture of it just because Amazon wanted you to, so that they could say, "Well, it was delivered."
Right, here it is.
I did have a lady have me leave her package under her car.
Well, sure, okay. We've done that. We've shipped product to the one customer wants. Have them put it in the inside my pickup truck under the camper shell. The cap on the back. Yeah, put it in there.
I was like, what is this, a drug deal?
Yeah, that's right. It's a dead drop. So I'm watching Vegas PD doing that. They're trying to extricate a subject who is supposedly in an armed conflict. And they were in this, and I had never seen so many cops to get one dude. I'm like, wow, this guy must be commando or something, because armed conflict. He's at the motel apartments,
right?
And they've got canine officers. They got the guys, the tactical guys with the ballistic shield, and they're traveling and they're in. Well, it's not SWAT. Well, it might have been, but it just looked like they're all in khaki, except for the canine officers. They were in drab. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, and they're all 2x2 cover. And you got the sergeant who's running the whole thing. Is he's posting up guys. Okay, you guys over here on the stairwell. You guys up over here. And okay, now we got to get more people. So in case he goes this way, we got people covered. So at least they're covering the back. I've seen so many of these where 18 cops show up on the front door and the guy's out the back window into the woods. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anyway. It's this huge, big buildup. I mean, they're okay. Wait for the go signal, right? And we'll call them out. So you got cops, you got dogs, you got the whole thing. And the one woman steps out. She's like, "What's up? What you want?" Go back inside, ma'am. The real serious cop voice, right?
Yeah.
Doom could happen at any moment. Step back inside. She's like, "Whoa!" She looks at all the whole ensemble. Oh, she just steps right, goes right back in her room. And it's okay, now we're going to have to clear these areas. We're going to have to clear these areas. All right, so they get everything clear. They get people adjacent, their adjacent units. And then they call the guy out, right? And they're all keyed up for this big moment where they're going to have to go breach and whatever. And he's going to come out shooting and he's going to be violent. And,
Guy just gives up.
No, the guy just steps out and goes, "What's up?"
Right, he just walks out. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah. What you want? It's put your hands up. Put your hands up. Okay.
I saw a video of a cop. It was a similar situation where they're at one of those motel where all the doors face outside. And they're on the third story and they're serving a warrant on the guy. And the two room doors are next to each other. They share a wall, right? Are you coughing? Yeah. No, you lost your headset. And so, but they share a room door. And they're knocking on the one door, and the guy in the other room answers the door, answers his door. So it's because sometimes in those cheap motels you can't tell where the sound is coming from. So if someone knocks on the room next to yours, you think it's yours,
right,
kind of thing.
Right.
And he opens the door, and the cop just looks at him and goes, "Jedi business. Return to your room." Gives him the hand wave and everything, and the guy just nods yeah, okay, whatever, man. It was just really funny. It's Jedi business. Return to your room.
So, well, the droids you seek are not here anyway, officer.
Right. These are not the droids you're looking for, kind of thing. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
Jedi business. Perfect. I like a cop with a good sense of humor. It's so refreshing.
Okay. Speaking of scams or Jedi business,
yes.
I just got a text message from a phone number that has way too many digits for our country. It says, "Urgent, your shipment needs confirmation. Your package is pending due to missing information. Click the link to update."
Oh no! Whatever are you going to do?
Whatever shall I do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna block and report spam.
Right. Oh man, I get so many of them, and those links are polluted, so you don't listeners.
Oh yeah, you don't want to click those.
No, you don't click that.
Do not click that link. If you don't have a package, if it doesn't say Amazon or UPS or something.
Well, even if you do, they're not going to call you. They're not going to call you.
I was going to say, go to an outside site. Go there yourself. Go to the email that you originally got the shipping notification from, or something like that, or Amazon itself, or wherever, and then go to the package link. Never click a link in a text message, ever. It does not matter who it says it's from, or an email, unless it's from a trusted source.
Well,
like your family.
It's not good enough that it looks like a trusted source.
No, you have to know the person.
It could be a screenshot.
A trusted source, like someone you know personally.
Well, yeah. I just, in general, my general rule is I just don't click email links. I go, oh, okay, this company, organization, person wants me to look at, and then I type in the URL myself in a browser. I don't use the hot link.
Yeah, I'll usually copy and paste it and then go to the browser.
That's because you and I have had to repair the damage of clicking through those links on more than one occasion.
Yes. Yeah. So don't click the link, folks. It's a lie. The link is a lie. Much like the cake, the link is a lie.
And Channel 4.
And Channel 4, yes.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. No, I get those emails like for DocuSign. You know, your important document is pending, right? And occasionally I do have important documents I have to sign, but I need to. I always open up the email headers and look and see where it came from to verify the sender. So that was, because next thing you know, you're talking to someone in Jakarta and they're threatening you with naked pictures that you never took. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I've got one of those emails too. I know where you live, and they'll give you like a phone number and an address.
Yeah.
And I'll come. I know I would get better results if I went here and saw you here, but I'm hoping we can settle this peacefully. And I'm like, do it.
Do it. That's right. I've done that too. Do it.
Do it. Go ahead.
Gonna send it to all your friends. Okay.
All right.
What else you think?
I'm scared of them?
I was trying to also do one of those refund scams. Let them into my virtual machine and all that, and get them in there. And what the refund scam is, you get the email that says, we've charged McAfee or Geek Squad or someone's charged Norton. They've charged you too much, or they've charged you for renewal and it's $400, $500. Click here if you want a refund, or call this number, right? If you didn't order it. And then you get some helpful Indian or Pakistani who's they log into your computer to give you a fake refund form, which means Jack. It's usually your text editor or your command prompt.
Right. Why would they need to log into your computer to give you a refund?
We need to connect you. We need to connect you to a secure server. I'm like, shut up. If you were legit, you would have taken my money. You can use the same process to reverse it. Yeah, I don't need to give you any information. Anyway, I always wanted to go through it to the point because they have you type in the amount that you're supposed to get refunded, and then they add an extra zero. And like, oh, what have you done? You've typed in too much money. Now I'm going to get fired. I always wanted to, and they try to social engineer you there. And I always wanted to, I'd never have had the patience to do it. I've never been able to play that scam through long enough where I just haven't lost it and told the guy to go spit, because I just hear the scam unfolding. And he's trying. Oh, I just always wanted to get him to the point where he's crying and, oh, I'm going to lose my job and I've lost all this money and just say, well, good, thank you, and hang up. Just get him all worked up on doing his shtick about how he's going to get fired because he transferred too much money, which he didn't do anything. All he did was edit the HTML on the webpage to make it look like it's more, because they have you log into your bank, your online banking to verify. Oh, we can verify that you got the extra money. And because they remember they're sharing the screen with you. So you go into your financial your financial website, and they just go in there and doctor the HTML on for that page, and all of a sudden you have got all that extra money shows up. Well, it's not really there. As soon as you hit refresh on the browser, it'll go back to what it's supposed to. But most people don't know that. And so then they get fooled into sending the extra money back to the scammer, which they're basically draining their own account, and the scammer never sent any money. So I always wanted to go through that scam and get to that point where they're like, okay, you have to send my money. And I've heard them where they cry and they just carry on, and just no, No, I really could use this money. I'm going to keep it and see how long they can stay in character before they finally blow up and say, fine, it was just a scam anyway. And then I can do the aha. But, I never had the patience to do it. I always lose my mind too soon. What can I say?
You not having the patience? Say it ain't so.
I used to be more maniacal when I was younger. What can I say? So, yeah, that was funny. The Las Vegas cops are all swarmed over there, and the guy's like, what's up, guys? He looked very not violent. He's just, huh?
What?
Yeah, because supposedly they're responding to this armed incident that had just happened. I mean, it wasn't like they're coming back with a warrant. I mean, they're encroaching on the
responding to a call.
Yeah, to a call, right? So, yeah, that was anticlimactic, shall we say? No. Yeah. So, that's what's happening over here this week. I got more weather's warming up. Oh, we had a tornado-ish kind of weather overnight. And
I had that up in Minnesota when I was up there just a little bit ago.
Remember I was talking about how a squirrel walks across the wires and like the power in the house chatters? We had these like horizontal winds that were like spinning those power lines in circles. And I was sitting here probably watching more police shows, and I see this green like welding flash through the porch. Bam, And of course, the power's like, and the wind is just going crazy. Like, okay, we're pre-tornado right here, right now. We're in a tornado warning, and
there is one in Missouri as well.
Fortunately for us, the tornadoes come in and they hit the sandstone, 250 sandstone high bluff we're on, and they just come up and go over, and then they land behind us. So
they deflect over you.
Yeah, it's really, we're kind of in a safe-ish zone, but we get the straight winds and stuff. So that's what hit us was the straight wind. And it's like, I better get the welding helmet because the lines are doing their thing. But I think it was the lines to the church behind us because they're like snapping and crackling, and there's like these welding arcs going on, and it's just lighting up the porch. And the power is going down, then it's coming back up again, it's going down. And then finally there's this huge, it's like a lightning strike almost, but it wasn't a lightning strike. This big kaboom and a big huge flash, and then everything settled down. I think that's when the wires came down. I mean, we retained power, but yeah. Then after that, the winds blew and howled, and didn't affect us though. So, Ray,
you got that going for you, which is nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Got that going for us.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to deal with a Snownado earlier today.
Snownado. If it had sharks in it, that'd be perfect, right? Shark-Snownado.
I'm leaving Minnesota. Yeah, Shark-Snownado, Snownado, or Shark-Snownado.
Work on it.
Anyway,
get back to me.
Well, you do that. That's your job. I'm the ideas guy. You're the details guy.
Yeah, it doesn't interest me.
Well, that's your problem. You threw me off track.
So you're in Missouri.
I'm in Minnesota.
Okay.
I was picking up from the river, the sewer even.
Okay.
And I'm leaving, and it's windy. And for whatever reason, every time I leave out of that particular shipper, it is always windier than all get out. And I was trying to get out of there before the winds really picked up, because it wasn't too bad when I woke up in the morning. It was just kind of snowy. And then all of a sudden, the winds picked up and the snow picked up. And I'm like, here we go. I'll get blown around. I watched a car like skate off the freeway. It was great.
It was like this wind swirling in front of the windshield. A cow goes by,
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A schoolhouse bell, manatee.
Yeah, cow, same cow, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So was there anything more to that, or?
Well, no, I finally get down here. I'm in Nebraska now with those darn corn huskers.
Yeah, it wasn't Nebraska. Wasn't sunny. That where it hit all the trucks got a month or so ago? They had like some big storm, and there's like trucks everywhere littered across the interstate on the side.
Yeah, they just had that happen in Arizona near Flagstaff. A whole bunch of trucks blew over and wrecked into each other and caught fire, and there were ashes all over the freeway. And
yeah,
it was.
I guess fortunes of war,
spoils of war. Yes. It was the whole thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
But you threw me off my train of thought. I'm down here in Nebraska, and it's all nice and warm. It's like 50 degrees. The wind is still around, but it's not bad.
50 degrees. Are you in shorts and,
Well, I did work today, so I'm actually wearing pants.
Amazing.
I was going to go down through Arizona to get to where I'm going in California, but like I'm now going across Wyoming because Wyoming is actually calm for once.
Oh, enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it while you can.
Okay, while the sun shines.
Right. And on that disappointment, we're going to have to end it for tonight. Yeah. Tune in next time. Tune in next time when the maestro says,
we're owl exterminators.
So on that note, it's time to say adios.
Adios.
Adios. Adios, muchachos, compañeros. Will you get out of here? Strange, he left by the balcony.
Is we going out on that joke?
No, I guess there's more, but, what are you going to do?
There's always more.
No, you don't have to. I'll take care of it. I always take care of it.
Oh. Is that how that works?
That's how that works.
I don't actually get to say anything then.
Well, I realized that, you could, but I realized when I put you on the spot, nothing comes out. So I'll just take care of it for you.
At least somebody's going to take care of something for me.
It amuses me. What can I say?
How nice for you. No, really, Arizona is bad right now. It's usually I go that way during this time of year because usually Wyoming's the bad one, and right now, like Flagstaff and Albuquerque and all that are getting snow and high winds and
you wouldn't think that of Arizona, New Mexico, and all that at getting snow, but it does happen
up in the northern parts. Yeah.
Oh well,
it gets a lot.
Fun for some. Yeah.